me. It's kind of loud outside, but we are here. I told my people on Facebook that I'm going to do my tea time today, so here I am, y'all. Let me move up. Look, I'm moving up. Hey.
Hi,
Wagwan,
guys.
everyone. I got Akira over here. Yeah. We're at the barbershop right now. So Talani as well as Wise and Tayden went inside. Akira and I are chilling right now. Akira kind of has a sort of headache, I guess you can say. So praying hands for AK. Hopefully she gets better soon. But guys, like I said earlier on Facebook, I wanted to make sure that I took the time to actually do tea time. Even though, and I'll make the announcement later on in the video also, but even though today is Wednesday, I did tell my Facebook tribe that, I did tell my Facebook tribe that basically tea time won't just be on Tuesdays anymore. Because I'm working, I got a lot going on in my life. You know, I don't want to dedicate just Tuesdays to tea time anymore. So you guys can actually see tea time whenever I do it during the week. So it's not just on Tuesdays. It's going to be whenever I can. Malika, what's going on? Malika, I miss you. I miss you, Malika, for real. Last time we linked up was the last time I had like good fun with some good company, seriously. So I hope you're doing well, Malika. Hey, Casey. Hello. So Casey, I decided to take your topic, kind of generalize it a little bit, just because I feel like, you know, guilt overall is a thing that maybe people have to work on. And to also just talk about, you know, guilt in people's lives and in my life and stuff like that. So thank you for giving me the topic today, guys. I did a live earlier on Facebook asking the people for some subjects and all that stuff in case he brought up mom guilt. So I want to just talk about guilt within itself because, you know, when I sat down and really thought about it, I was like, yeah, I think this is a great topic. Yes, Malika, I miss you too. I really do miss you. Hey, everyone, guys. From what I'm seeing, I got 7 thumbs up. And I got 12 people on the live. Can you guys please hit that thumbs up for me if you have not already? Hit the thumbs up. This will be, I feel like it'll be a nice little live, you know? Nice little live. Huh?
Mom guilt.
What's mom guilt? So, guys, Akira's in the car. Y'all might have seen her. Yep, there you see her 2 hands. She just asked me, what is mom guilt? So, from what you hear, what do you think it is?
Mom guilty that she had kids.
A mom guilty that she had kids? No, I don't think that's it. I think it's more so. All right, so let's just get into it, y'all. Let me fix myself because I usually try to wait at least 5 minutes so people can come in or whatever the case is. But you know what? If you're for me, you're for me. If you got the notification, they'll come in, whatever the case is. Because Akira's here, so she kind of already kicking off the whole conversation, guys. So generally, we're going to talk about guilt. But Akira just asked me, what is mom guilt? So to me, mom guilt is that you feel guilty when you do things for yourself rather than for your kids. You feel guilty when you say, I can't be there, I want to have me time. You feel guilty when you feel like, you know, you're not doing everything you can for your kids, and you just feel guilty as a mom. So just like mom guilt, you know, it's kind of playing out. And I can truly say that, you know, I used to have it really, really bad when you and Tayden was really young and I was a younger mom. You know, when I was in my early 20s is when I had Akira at 21, Tayden at 23. So, you know, just because of that, I just felt like, you know, I got to show people that I could be the best mom that I can be. So when I couldn't do even small things like take them to the playground and they're like, yeah, I used to feel so bad because I felt like I was letting them down and that they were going to remember these times. You remember that?
Nah, you remember.
Shut up. You know, so I used to just be like really afraid to do anything outside of being a mom. You know, I felt like my life is for them and my life is still very much for my children, but at the same time I know that I can't just say my life is everything Akira, Tayden, and Talani and I'm not giving to Tiara, because guess what, as a mom I'm going to lose my identity. I'm going to lose myself, and then I'm going to be self-guilt. You know, I'm going to have a lot of things that I'm going to feel guilty for that I didn't do, and then it would have been and then it's going to be a shoulda, coulda, woulda type life, and that's what I don't want. So that's why I actually want to talk about guilt overall, guys. So guilt to me is when, well, guilt and regret kind of, I would say, kind of go hand in hand. You know, regret is normally when, hey, Aaron,
When
These sirens going off. Let me see. Malika said, I had mom guilt when Lay was in college because she couldn't go off to college of her dreams because I couldn't afford it. Yeah. Yes, Malika. And I can see why. I can see why. Because, of course, you want your baby to go to college. You want her to be successful. But the fact that you couldn't get her there, you probably felt bad. So I definitely can see that. You know,
it's basically just feeling bad for things that you can't do for your kids.
Yeah, feeling bad that you can't maybe provide for your kids or maybe give them, well, I guess the same thing, saying giving them the life that you really want to, or just being there for them. Or even when you want to have me time, but because of your mom guilt, you feel like I can't leave them. You know, they're going to miss me. I feel bad if I go and have a good time and my kids are at home. You know, that used to be me. Back when, like I said, back when I had them, you know, Andre still went out to the club and all that stuff. But me, I felt like I want to go out. I want to be an early 20-something-year-old. But at the same time, I look at my children and I just felt like I can't go out and drink when I got my kids at home. What type of mom am I? You know, so it made me really feel guilty about wanting to do things as a young 20-something-year-old, as a young adult, for myself, and I pushed those things off. And then one day I woke up and I felt like I didn't even know myself. I didn't even know what made me happy because I didn't think about me for so many years. I just thought about my husband, my kids, my other families, and then I find myself having that self regret and self guilt, but I couldn't blame anyone but myself. You get it? Yeah. Let me see what this comment that Casey said. Casey said, I brought myself an ice cream the other day for myself and felt bad I couldn't get the kids one, but I only can afford me. I had PMS, so I was having cravings. Hey Arlene, what's going on, love? Thank you for being here. Yeah, she said that she had some cravings and she really wanted some ice cream, so she got that ice cream. Mama Cam, you can do that, but just sit in the car and eat. Let me tell y'all, and sadly, Akira is going to hear this.
I already know you probably be sneaking some snacks.
Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I take myself out to eat.
I already know
I be getting ice cream, chips, candies. Sometimes I buy things that the kids love just when I'm by myself, just to eat it. Just to eat it by myself. There's nothing wrong with that, Casey. They will be
100%.
Shut up. They will be okay. Because guess what? I'm pretty sure there was times when you had your personal snack or you made something just for them and they didn't want that. They didn't want what you got, what you made them. They didn't want what you gave them, but they want what you want. No, girl, do your thing. They don't even need to know about it. But I do that all the time. Sometimes I keep candy. I keep candy and snacks in my bag, and it's for me.
And she gives us some too sometimes.
Sometimes when I feel pretty nice. But don't feel bad, Casey. You know, small things like that, let that be your little secret to yourself to make you feel like you know, but your kids will be all right. I'm pretty sure they know that you love them and that you will give them the shirt off your back. But at the same time, there's some things that you just don't have to share, you know, even with your husband, even with your sisters, even with your mom and all that stuff. You don't have to share. And I tell my kids all the time, it's okay to say no to people. It's okay to have things that you don't want to share, because what's the sense of having personal things, personal time, and you're sharing it with everyone? Even your children, even people that you love. Sometimes you got to have those moments to yourself that you just keep to yourself. Not saying that I got skeletons in my closet or secrets or anything like that, but there's things that I just keep to myself that has nothing to do with anyone else. And it's not even anything sneaky. It's not even anything that I don't want people to know. It's just my personal business for myself. You know, so sometimes it has to be like that we have to see it as that. My kids always know where I stash, Kit Kat stash. Guys, I like pulling twist Twizzlers. So sometimes I'll get like a big thing and I'll put like because I like to put my candy in the freezer. I'll put my candy all the way in the freezer, put some chicken, all types of stuff in front of it, and then they don't know.
She's just telling us all her
I'm telling you, but if my candy's missing, I know who stole it.
Okay, well, you know, Tatum and Talani might be watching.
They're not. They're in there playing Roblox or getting candy. Okay, I know that for sure. Guys, we're at the barbershop. Tatum and Talani and Andre's inside, and Akira stayed in the car with me for a little bit while I'm doing this live. But that's okay. That is okay. Don't worry about it. Let me see I just eat it before I get home. Yeah, just eat it. Wipe your mouth. Make sure your breath don't smell like it, because Talani will give me a hug and kiss and be like, wait a minute, you had candy. And I'm like, what? Huh? No, well, my friend gave it to me. As you should, T. But of course, you feel a little guilty afterwards. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do when I come home and I just like, I'm spilling my beans, y'all. I just like left Dairy Queen and got a little milkshake and all that stuff. And then I come home, the kids are like, I'm hungry. I'm like,
Yeah, you're going to jail.
I'm not hungry. I feel good, but they're hungry. So that's when I feel guilty. But if I know that I come home and they ate something or something like that, they good. They all right. But guys, I really just want to talk about guilt.
But why do you gotta make our voices like that?
That's what y'all sound like. So anywho, let's just talk about guilt as a whole. Now, y'all don't gotta raise y'all hand, but if you want to put it in the chat or something like that, it doesn't matter. Is there anyone right now that's living with guilt or regret? I just want to know, because I feel like a lot of people in today's society, or just in this world, this current world, guys, a lot of people are living with guilt, regret, sadness, depression, and they're living with it as if it's normal. You know, the other day I talked about living in survival mode, you know, basically just worrying about your 24 hours right now, just worrying about how you can survive, how you can get through your day, how you can just get through this week, and not really worrying about how I'm going to be in 5 years, how I'm going to be in 10 years. You know, some people are just worrying about, I just need to make sure that I'm good right now and everything else is going to fall into play. Yes, that's beautiful to think that way, because of course we should focus on the present, but very much so we should also focus on the future. And I feel like when we focus on regrets and carry that guilt, that's us somewhat focusing on the past, and also kind of blurring what's going on in the present. Meaning, you know, regret is normally something that we wish we did or we didn't do, or something that we did do that we wish we didn't do. So most likely it's in the past. Most of the time you feel guilty about something, same thing, that you wish you could have done, that you didn't do, or that maybe that you did do, and you feel guilty. Guys, if we continue to hold those things, it's going to make us bitter eventually. And this is speaking from personal knowledge, guys. You know, if we still think about, oh my goodness, I should have did this and did that, and because I didn't, you know, you're going to keep on thinking about it. Your present life is not going to be pleasant. Your present life is not going to be enough, because you're always thinking about the things that you gave up, or the things that you wish you could have been at or been in life, or, you know, the people that you should have been around, or maybe I shouldn't have said this, or whatever the case is. If you carry that regret, you carry that guilt with you, guess what? All you're doing is making yourself go crazy. Basically, because guess what? Your life is not the way how you may see it in your head. Your situation that passed already, that you're carrying that regret and that guilt with, already passed. So why are you holding that inside of you to make you go crazy? We have to learn how to let things go. And if it's not that we can't let it go, it's not that simple, then we need to learn how to heal from it, right? Because it's not always just saying, girl, just drop that feeling, just don't worry about that. I regret certain things, but I don't allow it to live in me. Yes, Malika, yes, that's basically what it is. You know, guys, I can say this, and I'm not going to say live with no regrets, because guess what? We're human. We're going to have regrets. We're going to wish that we did do some things. I wish, or one thing that I regret in life, guys, is that I didn't have a full track college experience. You know, I feel like I could have been pro. I could have probably still been running and all that stuff, but I didn't do it. I didn't have that experience just because I had Akira. I had my baby, you know. And if I sit here and focus on, oh, I could have been a professional athlete, I could have had a six-pack like no other if I stayed running track and all that stuff. But guess what? It didn't happen. I'm not a track athlete anymore. I don't have a six-pack at all, and all I have to show is my beautiful baby girl. That's even better than anything that could have happened to me back then. Yeah, maybe I might have had some money, but guess what? Akira is priceless. My baby is priceless. So when I was younger, hold on, let me see. Hopefully this doesn't mess up everything. When I was younger, guys, there was nothing more in this life than, hopefully, can you guys still hear me? because it's starting to rain, so I wanted to roll the windows up. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Yeah? Okay, cool. But we about to be hot.
It's alright.
Yeah. But there was nothing more than, track was my life, guys. I ran indoor, outdoor, cross country, this and that, none of that. So when I actually got pregnant with Akira, I was so scared. And I was like, I'm not doing this. This was my second pregnancy. The first pregnancy, I had my miscarriage. And here I am, pregnant again. And I was just like, I'm not doing this. Forget this baby. Forget this baby. This ain't happening.
Wait, were you going to abort me?
No, not you. I wasn't going to abort you.
Oh.
No. I was just like over it. I was over me even being pregnant before I was even pregnant, just because I was thinking about, this is not my purpose and this and that. But then when I really thought about it, I just had a miscarriage the year before with my other baby. Grandma said, hey, okay. Oh, this window's still up.
Hey, Grandma.
Malika, she said, were you going to abort me?
Yeah, because like...
No. I wasn't going to abort you. Honestly, when I found out I was pregnant, I was depressed because I felt like, oh my goodness, why I put myself in this situation again. But my mindset was really different because I went through my miscarriage before you. Even though I knew that it was going to be a hard life ahead of me, I never wanted to abort you because I felt like I owed it to myself as well as Andre to have this baby, and God gave me another chance to be a mom. And that's something that I always wanted to be. So, of course, I was like, what about my track scholarship and all that stuff? But when I ultimately thought about it, she's more important than this. My baby inside of me, this creation inside of me is more important than track and all that stuff. What if my purpose was to come here so I can have her? We have to think about the things that we've been through. It's not always just to break us, guys. Sometimes it's to make us. Straight up. When I had Akira, it grew me. It grew me as a woman, as an individual. She showed me love that I didn't even know that I needed, so maybe if I would have been that track star and all that stuff, I might have had money. I might have had glitz. I might have had the little body going on. I'm just playing. I might have had all that stuff, but guess what? The love that Akira showed me during those times when I felt like my life was going to crash, when I felt like I couldn't go on anymore, when Akira was a couple months, when she was 1-2 years old, said, Mommy, you can do it. All those little encouraging things, saying that God talked to her and all that stuff. Remember, you used to do that? Akira used to be a preacher, y'all. Akira used to preach back in the day, like, honestly. She was my anchor. She was my why. And then I had Tayden, and now I have Talani. So all these children, they may not have been here if I would have continued on that path. And honestly, I can't imagine my life without my children. So if we just keep on imagining or trying to imagine how life was if I would have said yes to this person instead of no, or how my life could have been if I would have did this for this person but I didn't, or what it could have, should have in this situation. Guys, like Malika said, don't let it live in you, because if it's living in you, all you're doing is poisoning yourself. You're just torturing yourself, basically. We have to remember, if it was in the past, it's in the past. If it's something that's haunting me and I want to grow to be a better person, I got to let it go. I can't carry this guilt with me and thinking that I'm going to grow, because guilt and grow don't go together, guys. It's okay to feel bad if you treated someone badly, of course, or if you had a bad attitude, or that you handled something wrong, but then let that be a lesson for you, rather than just being something that you're going to just your whole life say, when I was 26, I had this opportunity to be a millionaire, but I didn't because I did this, and now here you are 46. That happened 10 years ago. Hey Yolandi, what's going on? We're talking about guilt, living with guilt. Here, I got this. I don't even care if it's raining, y'all. It's hot. See, that feels better. Yeah. We're talking about guilt today. So, if we continue to just think about the woulda, coulda, shoulda, that's where our life is going to stay, in the woulda, coulda, shoulda. We have to just remember, if I want to grow, if I want to be the person that I can be, if I want to inspire other people, then I got to let this self-doubt, I got to let these things that I carry on top of me daily, I got to let them go. I got to take them out of me. I got to figure out how it's no longer one of my personality traits that I talk about me in high school, or I talk about me doing this that I didn't do, or whatever the case is. And if you really care about the things that you didn't get to do in the past, guys, make up for today. Let those things you didn't get to do in the past make up for today. Do them now. Be successful now. Stop talking about your successes back then. Stop talking about how fast you were back then. Work out now and break that time that you were back then so you can talk about who you are now. Just because we did that in the past, it doesn't mean that we can't achieve it again. We can't do it again. We can't have those opportunities again. No, that means that it happened before and it can happen again. If you were capable then, you're more than capable now, because maybe you played the role differently, or you said something that you wasn't supposed to. So now when you're in this situation again, you're able to learn, you're able to handle yourself differently. Oh, I remember when I had an interview 2 years ago for this 100K job, and the job asked me, why should I hire you? And I was like, just because. And for the rest of my life, I regretted that. Now I have this opportunity to have a job for 150K, and I'm not just gonna say just because I need a job. I'm gonna say because I work hard. Blah, blah, blah. Sometimes we go through situations to teach us things, but if we just see it as, oh, I failed, oh, I'm not good enough, oh, I wish I would have said this, I wish that would have happened, then we're going to be blinded to see that it can happen for us again. We're going to be blinded to see that if we were in that space, if we made that opportunity, we can make that opportunity again. We can make that space again, but we have to believe that if it happened one time, it can happen again. If I was capable back then, I'm more than capable now. If I carry this guilt on me, carry this regret on me, I'm going to miss my blessings. I'm going to miss the things that I can do, because I'm thinking about all the things that I can't do, all the things that I should have done, all the things that I wish I would have done that I just simply can't do now. Hey, Stacy, what's going on? Thank you guys for being here, guys. Please hit that thumbs up for me. We're talking about guilt. Y'all, everybody has it. Kira, is there such thing as kid guilt? Just wondering. Do you ever feel guilty about anything?
I get sibling guilt.
You get sibling guilt? What does that mean?
Okay, so it's just an example. Like, if I was being mean to Taylor or Talani, it's just an example. And later they're being nice to me, I feel bad, like, for being mean to them.
For being mean to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's guilt. And even though you should feel bad, of course, for... we're talking it out. You should feel bad for being mean to them, especially if you know that you were being mean for no reason. But being guilty is more like, you like, oh, I'm so sorry, and wanting to cater to them and all that stuff and everything.
Feel bad.
Right. It's okay to feel bad, but what I don't want you to do, especially, well, not in this situation, but when you get older, Akira is my oldest child. Most likely she'll be dating and all that stuff before Tane and Talani. Maybe, well, Tane.
Mommy, don't even. Don't.
No, but what I'm saying is, and this is woman to woman, woman to girl. I'll say girl because, whatever. But what I'm saying is, in life, especially in relationships sometimes, there's going to be times, and not just with men relationships, I'm talking about friendships. You're going to have best friends. You're going to have, me, daddy, and your relationships are going to change as you get older. But there's going to be times in relationships when people may make you feel bad about things, and they're going to try to guilt trip you. You know what that means? What?
Like, okay, I'm gonna try to
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Explain it in the best of my abilities. So it's like when you do something bad and then you feel guilty, and the person knows you feel guilty about that thing that you did bad, and then they use that against you. Yeah. So that's one thing, guys, that I also had to learn, not only making myself feel bad about things and holding on to it, but also letting people guilt trip you. That's one thing that I'm like, no, I'm not going to handle this. I'm not going to deal with that. She's on it. Yeah, she knows. So, in life, Akira, when you get older, like I said, relationship, people are going to try to guilt trip you. Hey, Sophia, that's when you have to know who you are, and to also be aware of, you know what, maybe I shouldn't said those things to you, but by no means are you going to say that because that situation, that's who I am, or because of however you think that, you see the picture, that's how it always goes. We have to also remember, not only do we carry our own guilt, some people carry guilt for us, if you get what I'm saying. They put guiltiness on us also. So that's when we have to remember who we are. Go ahead. Or sometimes they try, like, when they make a mistake, they blame you. And
Yeah.
if you're too gullible, wait.
Yeah, gullible. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like you go for anything.
Yeah, if you're too gullible to them, then if they make a mistake, they blame you for it, and you feel bad for what they
for that, right? But basically,
it wasn't your fault.
Right, they're using your guilt. Exactly. So, you know, guilt can go a lot of ways, guys. You know, I just brought that up because that's one guilt that I had to learn to work on, you know, knowing that, okay, yeah, I might have messed up because I'm not perfect. Everyone messes up. Everyone has those guilts. But if I can forgive myself and if I know that God forgave me, then there should be no reason why someone else is still walking around not forgiving you and saying, remember when you did this? Remember when that happened? Hey, Debbie Debs. Remember when this and that? And this is the type of person you are. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Janique. Hey, Janique, I hope you're feeling better. You know, it has to be that, really. It has to be that, you know what? I said sorry. I know that I forgave myself. I know that God forgave me. And it's time to move on. You know, guilt can go a lot of ways. Debbie Deb say, hey, beautiful Kira. I know it's getting dark, y'all. I hate it. I hate that it's getting dark. But, you know, guilt is a real thing. Some people don't think that, oh, you know what? It's not. I'm just not going to think about it. But sometimes it's not even us thinking about it. Sometimes it's just something that's in us that crosses our mind that we can't get over. You know, when I have moments like that, or situations that I just keep on thinking about. Oh my goodness, I keep on thinking about it. Oh, really? I'm not feeling well, but yeah, I am okay. Good, Janique. Last time I think your mom was here and we had everyone pray for you, put prayer hands and everything. I hope you're feeling much better soon, Janique. She said that you had the flu, so I'm hoping that you feel better soon. Hey, April, what's going on, April Jones? I thought that was Tatum, but it's Akira. Akira's rocking her fro, y'all. Yeah, tomorrow, Akira's getting her hair done. Y'all know pageant is this weekend.
It's literally in 2 days.
2 days starts the pageant, y'all. So we're so excited. We're wrapping up things. Hopefully after this whole barbershop situation, we can go to Target to wrap up a few things to get the last couple of things from Tarjay.
I'm excited for you guys to see
her dress,
my dress and my
everything. Yeah, I'm excited for y'all just to experience everything with us. So yeah, people, I'm going to end it there just because it's starting to get dark. But guilt is a real thing. You know, don't let that guilt and regret stay in you because it's not going to do anything to you but drive you crazy, guys. I wish you all the best, Akira. Blessings, baby girl. Oh, yeah, you guys are going to see everything. I'm going to try to make sure that we're vlogging on her channel a lot. Also the family channel, and maybe I could squeeze in a piece of ambition. I don't know, but I love you guys, and remember, let your ambition be your peace, y'all. Please, Janique, get better. We love you and we care for you as well as everyone else. I was sick for 2 months. Yeah, your mom told us. That's so crazy. I hope you get better, Janique. I hope everyone else here clears your mind. And just remember, guys, we're getting older, not younger. We got to move forward, not backwards. And we all in it together because we are a what? We are a what?
A united team?
No, what? Peace, ambition, what are we?
Oh, we are people that let our peace.
We are a tribe.
Oh, we are a tribe.
We are a tribe and we stick together. So yes, thank you, Malika. I should have you because she's like, we are a tribe and we stick together. There is no chief in this tribe. We are all equal. We want everyone. Nope, I'm not even the chief, y'all.
I am the chief.
No, you not. Nuh-uh. We are all in this together. We want everyone to win, not only financially, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So if I can get it, y'all can get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love you guys. Have a good one, y'all. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let your peace be your ambition.
Say it with some integrity, girl.
Let your peace be your ambition. That was.
Bye, guys. Love y'all.